Howdy friends, welcome back to the barn. It is a beautiful Labor Day afternoon here in northern Indiana, and as you can see I am on the barn porch because there's no reason not to be outside. And currently nobody is home but me, which is really nice. It's quiet. But I got home last night, been on a short motorcycle trip over the holiday weekend. Me and another buddy took Friday off of work, and supposed to be 3 of us. One of us couldn't get the weekend off of work, which is totally understandable. And Ace, when you see this, make sure you go to the end of the video because there's something special on there just for you, buddy. But we took off Friday and headed out of Indiana and cut over into southern Ohio, ran along the river, made our way to Wayne National Forest, which is where we camped Friday night, which is the beginning clips of the video. That was us getting into our campsite Friday night. Saturday morning we got up, enjoyed a pipe, broke camp, and then we made our way, which wasn't very far, a half hour or so, I think. 45 minutes tops. It didn't take us very long, and we were in Huntington, West Virginia, and stopped at a place and got some breakfast, and then made our way out of Huntington on a fantastic windy, hilly road. It was almost like we were moonshiners running from the Smokies. But it was great riding. Made our way Saturday into the Red River Gorge area of Kentucky, and camped in the Red River Gorge. We got there early enough that we set up camp kind of late afternoon, and then we still had time to take off and go ride around. Wound up in, I think it's called Nada, I don't know how you pronounce it, but there's a place there called Thacker's Barbecue. Dead serious, I think I ate the best beef brisket I've ever eaten in my life. This beef brisket was so tender, like you tried to pick it up, like I stabbed it with a piece of it with my fork, tried to pick it up, and it just crumbled. It just fell apart. It was so tender and so juicy. Brandon, that was with me, like he slathered his up in barbecue sauce, their special sauce, which was a good sauce. Don't get me wrong. I ate my first helping. I ate it with nothing, but it was so good. The brisket was so good. Before I finished it, I went and ordered another. I ordered another order of beef brisket by itself, just so I had more beef brisket. I thought we were gonna have to like strap me onto a motorcycle to get me back, because I left stuffed. But it was so good, and had some really good craft beer that was out of, I think it was out of Lexington. I tell you what it was called, but I don't really remember. I know it was an amber ale, and it was really good. But then we took off and made our way back to the campsite, and it was just spectacular riding. You'll see at the end of the video, I'll put some clips in to get in and out of our campsite into where we were, would go into town for, like when we went for supper and was riding around. We had to go through a tunnel, and the tunnel, my understanding was it was originally a railroad tunnel that was cut through the rock. So the tunnel is literally just big enough to get a locomotive and train cars through it. and they took the railroad's been gone for many years, and they've asphalted where the rail bed was, and now it's just a one-lane tunnel. For the most part, their system works really well. You're supposed to pull up with your headlights on. If you don't see headlights in the tunnel and you can just see the light on the other side, you proceed through the tunnel. If you see headlights at the other end of the tunnel, you're supposed to yield the right of way so they can come through from whichever side you're on. It works great most of the time, but we did get to witness what happens when it doesn't work. There was no wreck because you're going so slow, but there were some very angry people that were already in the tunnel and met the car in front of us, because we couldn't see there was a car in front of us, and the car, we'd seen a bunch of traffic come through, and then it stopped. There was no traffic, and the car that was sitting ahead of us went to pull through. I think I have it on video, so I'll add that clip. But you can see us go into the tunnel and then back out of the tunnel. And the people that were coming through the tunnel were really mad at the people in the car. Because as soon as we started into the tunnel, I could tell something wasn't right, because I could hear the noise in the tunnel from the other end. And it was like, this isn't good. And then we stopped. And so it was entertaining, to say the least. But like I said, beautiful area. Beautiful area. And for all of you folks that live here in the U.S., man, get out and explore. You know, the farthest we ever got from Brandon's house, I think, was 5 hours. So, like, for me, I was always, the farthest we got, I was 8 hours from my house. Not a super far distance, but you can still find some really wild places not far. It amazes me at that. You know, where we were at there in the Red River Gorge, we were riding through, and you know, they have signs posted. Like there's like legit backcountry in that area of Kentucky, where you gotta get a permit to even backpack, so they know that you're going into the backcountry. There's signs posted, like in where we were camping, there were signs posted for food storage required, which means there's bears in the area. Which we didn't see any. We seen turkey, we seen rabbits, but we didn't see any bear. I was surprised. We didn't even see deer in some of the places we were at. I figured we'd see some deer, but we didn't. Turkey and rabbits. I'd have liked to seen some bear. Would have been cool. But anyways, and then Sunday we kind of made our way back to Indiana, and figured out that every road in southern Indiana is under construction for some reason, all at the same time, because we had planned on going to stopping in Metamora, which is an old canal town where they had the horse-drawn, they operated, years ago, they operated the horse-drawn canal boats. I was down there when I was a kid, but I haven't been in many, many years. So I was kind of looking forward to stopping in there and checking the place out, but didn't quite work out for us. So anyways, that's enough of me telling you about what I did this weekend. Been a while since I did a video, so I just wanted to kind of check in. I had some footage from being out on the motorcycle, so I thought I'd include that. And you know, just make a plea that you guys go out and explore what's around you and see it, because we are very, very fortunate, especially the difference in landscape from one part of the country to the next. Like where I live, I always joke, you know, if your dog runs off, you can see your dog run away for 6 days because it's flat and nothing. The only thing around here that blocks your vision is when the corn's too tall. But I love getting down there into the hills and the mountains and riding, and just a fantastic treat. Some days I wish I lived down there, and other days I realize how much I love it here at home. And I think that's what makes me appreciate the difference in the landscape. And living there, I'd probably lose some of that. So, I don't know, food for thought. Anyways, I'm going to put in a couple clips of going through that tunnel, and you kind of see where I think I might, if I kept it, I'll put in a little snippet of where we camped in the Red River Gorge. I'm pretty sure I got that. If not, I got a picture of it. I'll put that in at least. And then a reminder, we are only, about 3 weeks, not quite 3 weeks from the Indiana Pipe Show. I'll put a link to that video up here, give some information on it, and hope we see you folks at the Indiana Pipe Show. From what I can tell, it's going to be a very enjoyable day. Lots of vendors for being a first show that Indiana's put on and the Pipe Club's ever put on, and the first show in Indiana in many, many years that I know of. Lots of vendors. We got a great hosting sponsor, some great sponsors that are helping us out, and I think it's going to be a heck of a Friday evening and Saturday. So Friday there's going to be a pre-show hangout at the Missinawa Cigar Company, and then the show's going to be on Saturday, September 20th. So like I said, check out that video and get the information you need there. And I'll leave you with a few clips of the tunnel. And yeah, y'all take care. And talk to you again soon. There we go.
So you got sound?
Yeah, have sound.
Right on. Good pipe, man. Good choice. I hope you bought you one.
I'm being dumb here. Hey, look, technology. It's a wonderful thing. Well, brother, as you can see, me and Brandon are enjoying our, if I figure out where it's at, our bones you sent us. We're wishing you were here, and we are smoking some Peterson's Irish Flake in it tonight. So, thinking of you, brother.